My name is Barbara Jacobowitz, and in my prior life, I spent 15 years as the executive director of the Treasure Coast Health Council. And as part of my responsibility, we had applied for a large grant for Palm Beach County under what's called the Ryan White CARE Act, and that was for monies for services for people living with HIV and AIDS. And what started out as a $3.5 million grant has mushroomed into about $13 million a year that Palm Beach County receives. There were a lot of issues because it was a very difficult time, very emotional time for individuals who were infected, and the federal government decided for the first time at that point to allow infected individuals to have a decision-making role in the planning of the dollars for these services. So we went from having groups of individuals such as bureaucrats who had not really had much experience in some of the worlds that these individuals lived in. We had individuals who had been former prostitutes, had been drug abusers, and had caught the disease through practicing unsafe sex. We also had in the room individuals who ran not-for-profit agencies who were trying to provide services that they had never provided before for these individuals. So we had a lot of emotion, a lot of different backgrounds, and here we were trying to get together and decide upon what priorities should be, how this money should be utilized, whether prevention of this disease was more important monetarily than actual treatment for services with this disease. So we started off the day being very concerned about how it was all going to go. And with the use of the consensus model, we really had a success that impacted us for a long time. The reason why Bob put up the agenda there from that day, back in February 6th of 2004, is because he wanted to show you, we had 3 rooms in which is now the defunct Waterford Hotel, and we started off in an auditorium, and then actually went and had, everybody had sat around at tables, but they were assigned tables. They could not sit with their usual cronies, which was very good because people learned more about each other, and they learned, once they came together, they found out that there were a lot of issues that they really were in unison on. Then we got all back together and actually made a plan for the future and went up to Tallahassee with a single voice about how the dollars should be spent. And we had great successes in the following years as increasing dollars during those years were awarded to Palm Beach County. So not only did we bring people together, we created a plan, and a plan that lasted for a number of years that brought a lot of services and a lot of good care to people who are infected with the HIV and AIDS virus. Thank you.